Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to Livestream under the Moonshine number 208 tonight. Tonight, it's going to be another visual novel. Now, this one is one I found just browsing a few hours ago, getting ready for tonight. And this one was on sale for 90% off, regular $5, 49 cents. Sounds more like a woman's Lifetime Network movie. A romance kind of a deal, but we'll find out. It's getting all positive reviews right now, but after I bought it, I did look and notice that all the reviews are all Russian. All of them have the exact same amount of time in the game, and when I translated every review sounds exactly the same. Beautiful characters, beautiful story and development, and beautiful music. They pretty much every review says exactly the same thing. I just worded a little bit different. So highly suspect reviews here for the game. I kind of think these are fake reviews, and I certainly wouldn't, judge this game and think this is going to be a great game by the 4 reviews it has. Now, the game did come back out in June. Something about a woman comes home on vacation. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. How do you come home on vacation? Anyway, something about Jennifer's boyfriend and her and love at first sight, and I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. I kind of expect there to be some translation problems. This game's probably written by a Russian indie developer, so we're gonna have to do and make the best of what we see here and see if this game's really worth it or not, and then I'll be able to leave a real review for A Lot Like Love. So I expect this game to be pretty short, but we'll see. So here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and jump in. Not any options or anything like that. And the one thing that makes me think the game is going to be written by a Russian developer is right up here. The name of the file is one Spurvog. It's some kind of Russian crap. So hopefully the translation isn't too bad. We'll find out. Chapter 1. My name is Rachel. I'm 19 years old. I study in London, where I live. I was born in Riga, in the beautiful capital, beautiful country. Latvia? I'm rarely at home, only on vacation. So I really miss, the translation isn't great. I rarely miss my family. I rarely miss my family and friends. Soon I will see everyone. Precisely, I'm flying home for Christmas holiday. But I do not fly to celebrate the holidays. Okay. I also fly to evaluate the new boyfriend, Jennifer. I'm flying home to evaluate the new boyfriend, who is Jennifer. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, they could have done with I think they could have used a translator for this game. Jennifer is my best friend. At the airport, her name is Jennifer. She is my best friend. You just said that. Oh, this is bad, guys. Oh, I'm not just going home for Christmas. I'm also going home to evaluate the boyfriend. And then it said, comma, Jennifer. And then it said, Jennifer's my best friend. And then it said it again, Jennifer is my best friend. Our parents are very good friends. So Jennifer is like her sister? What? Who is her? I think they mean Jennifer is like my sister. For a month, she intrigues me with stories about her boyfriend and refuses to show photos. Okay, so she doesn't know what her friend Jennifer's boyfriend looks like. She's going home for Christmas and to meet her best friend's boyfriend. That's what it sounds like to me. He says, "You will come and you will see what I look like." And she told me that he is insanely beautiful, loving, cute, and she simply did not talk about him. I thought she just told you he was beautiful and loving and all that. And it became very interesting to me. Is he really an angel? Oh my god, guys, this is so bad. Yeah, they definitely need an English translator. From her voice, I understood that Jennifer is in love. She is happy with him, and I was happy for her. My plane landed, and when I came out, I saw Jennifer with a lot of balloons. And then I ran up to her and rushed to hug her. And Rachel says, "Jennifer, I'm so glad to see you." And Jennifer is here and says, "Rachel, my dear, I'm so happy." And Jennifer was ecstatic and began to hug me. This lasted about 20 minutes. A 20-minute hug? Wow, that's quite a hug. Until I lost the phone. Oh. Aha, here's the boyfriend, huh? Did you lose it? Be careful. He had such a nice voice. Take it and do not lose it anymore. So he found her phone. I looked up and I froze. He was extraordinarily handsome. His green eyes, in which you can drown, smile. I could not stop admiring him. Well, he says, you want to take your phone? You dropped it, you know. She's like, damn. He laughs at me. He noticed how I look at it. And she says, thank you. I smile, not taking my eyes off of him, not taking his eyes off of him. That makes it sound like he's got his eyes on himself. How you doing, rock and roll? This is hilarious. The translation here, this is obviously written by a Russian indie developer, this visual novel here, and they definitely need a English translator because the English translations here are really bad. The only thing we can hope for is that the story is somehow better than their translations, but at this point I kind of have my doubts. Yeah, I kind of started getting a little bit suspicious that this is going to be a really bad visual novel when I pretty much figured out that all 4 Russian reviews, positive reviews mind you, all said the same thing and all had the exact same time in the game. Anyway, so she can't take her eyes off this guy. She flew home for Christmas. She wanted to meet her best friend, Jennifer's boyfriend, which she had never seen pictures of. And her friend basically told her how great he was and how awesome he was. And she comes home, she sees her at the airport, she gives her friend Jennifer a 20-minute hug, only interrupted because she couldn't find her phone. And she had dropped it on the ground. He had picked it up for her and offers it to her, and she can't take her eyes off of him. So much so that she can't even take the phone from his hand because she's staring at his face, I guess. And he's like, hey, you want to take my phone? And she's like, oh, damn. And she still can't take her eyes off of him. It's funny. And it seems that I blushed as well. Wow. My cheeks always betray me. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's such. We stood and watched in each other's eyes. Okay, so now they're looking deep into each other's eyes. Yeah, I think if I was Jennifer right now, I think I would be tapping my foot. I think I'd be getting a little bit PO'd that my best friend and my boyfriend are staring into each other's eyes in the airport. I think that would be just a little bit awkward. I'm just saying. a couple of seconds, and it seemed to me like it was an eternity. Okay, so it was only a couple of seconds. It wasn't like a 5-minute eye lock, I guess. This wonderful moment was interrupted by the voice of Jennifer. Oh, what a bitch. I think you're the bitch for staring at... I think the character in this game is the bitch for staring at her best friend's boyfriend and locking eyes with him lustfully in the airport. I'm just saying. She's mad. She's actually goes home and gets mad at her best friend because her best friend interrupted her while she's staring at her boyfriend. And Jennifer's like, Rachel, this is my boyfriend, Bradley. No, she's not saying it like that. She's just saying, hey, this is my boyfriend, Bradley. And then I realized that this is my friend's boyfriend and not my own. Damn. And Rachel's like, nice to meet you. I'm Rachel. I tried to smile. And Bradley's like, nice to meet you too. He gave me a restrained kiss on the cheek. Okay. She has no class, I know, right? Well, he gives her a kiss on the cheek. That's, I guess in different countries, that's kind of a respectful thing. Like, you know, here in America, I think that if a guy was to kiss a girl on the cheek like that, especially a best friend, you know, you're dating somebody, like if, you know, I don't know, like if my wife brought home a best friend or whatever, and I kissed her on the cheek the first time we met, that would be awkward as shit. I'm just saying. But in other countries, it's a little bit more accepted, I guess. I was in a daze. I could not fall in love with my friend's boyfriend. No, she just met him, for F's sake. She just barely met him a minute ago, and she's already thinking I can't fall in love with my friend's boyfriend. It is necessary to discard these thoughts, and fast. And Rachel's like, well, let's go home, baby. No, she just says, let's go home. We took a taxi and drove home. Her friend and their boyfriend don't have a car? We all said, I could not look calmly at Bradley. He was handsome. He helped bring the suitcase. Okay, so he helped bring in her suitcase. And left us alone with Jennifer. Who is us? I think she means her. So it's just Jennifer. It's just Jennifer and her now. Is it just me, or do they all have the same face? Maybe they do. I don't know. Jennifer says, well, do you like Bradley? And she's like, he's very good, baby. I kissed her on the cheek. Oh, okay, so she kissed her friend on the cheek. Gotcha. But instead, I blamed myself for my thoughts. But inside, I blamed myself for my thoughts. And she's like, true? I love him so much. Finally, I met him. My lover. She embraced me so sincerely. Okay, so Jennifer's being a good friend and telling her that she met the love of her life, basically. And all she can do is wish that he was hers. And Rachel's like, true. He is beautiful. Yes. Hey, look, don't fall in love. Jennifer said this as a joke, and it made me very uncomfortable. And Rachel's like, look at this to you. Dress. I handed the box to Jennifer. Okay. Wow. Thank you so much. Okay, so she gave her friend a beautiful dress as a gift. Hugging me, she left. She needs to wear the new dress. Okay, so she went to put it on. And I started cleaning. Let me guess that Bradley comes back in. No, Bradley's still there, but he's just in her head. Okay, Bradley did not leave my thoughts. And before my eyes was a charming smile. And I have fallen in love with him. Okay, this visual novel is not only poorly translated, it's utterly freaking ridiculous. There's no way. This just doesn't happen, guys. There's no way you go home after hearing for months about your best friend's boyfriend and you go to the airport and meet him and absolutely fall in love in a few minutes. It doesn't happen. It's not love. First of all, you don't know him. You don't know anything about this guy except, and she said that her friend told her how amazing he is, stuff like that. But you don't go and see somebody and know him in real life for a freaking minute and think or fall in love. That simply doesn't happen. You don't know anything about the guy. You know? That's why this is so freaking ridiculous. Could she be in lust? Yes. Could she be infatuated? Absolutely. But could she be in love with a guy? Hell freaking no. Love takes time, guys. Love takes time, and it takes more than a lustful look or locking eyes for 30 seconds. And the nerve of her to think she's in love with her best friend's, boyfriend is crazy. Yeah, it is funny. I mean, I'm curious to see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and continue it. We're going to continue to play it through so I can give it a proper review. But maybe you're like me, maybe you want to see how it plays out. But as you can see, I'm already pretty much having to translate a lot of this text into proper English. But I think even if it was written in good English, I still think it would be a really bad visual novel so far. I'm just saying it's not only the poor translations that's making it bad. A week passed, but I did not cease to forget about Bradley, although I have not seen it again. And she means him. I have not seen him again. I was awakened by the call of a friend at the door. Okay. I open the door. Rachel says, "Hello, Jennifer." Jennifer says, "Hello, Rachel." And her friend kissed her on the cheek and started hugging me. Opening my eyes, I noticed Bradley. "Oh, Bradley, hello." "Good morning, Rachel." And he said that with a smile, by the way. The same smile that does not allow me to live peacefully for a week. And in the afternoon and at night. But I held on. "Come on in. And do you want tea or coffee?" "I'll have tea, "Bradley, would you like tea or coffee?" And our eyes again met with glances. Okay, so they're staring at each other again. That reminds me of Monica. Yeah. "I'll take coffee." Smiling, he said, of course. Not suspecting that from each of his words, I mentally go crazy. Okay, so now he's not only the most gorgeous man ever to grace the earth, but every word he says makes her go crazy. And Jennifer went, "I'm going to look for a movie to watch." And Bradley and I stayed in the room. I poured the tea. And Jennifer was still looking for a movie in the next room. We would be silent for a long time. But finally, Bradley asked, "Do you miss London?" "No, I miss Riga." I smiled. And Bradley says, "You have a very beautiful smile." "Seriously," he said. And this compliment confused me. "Thank you. But it's not more beautiful than you are." I was very embarrassed. "Wow," he said. "That's a compliment. Do you really think so?" And Jennifer says, "Bored?" I found the film. And Bradley says, I'm already bored. We did not know what to do. And I began to sink slowly. God, how I admire his smile. Look, all of them, moments that I forgot that this is my favorite girlfriend. And somewhere in dreams, but quickly returned. Okay, so her dreams turned into reality. Her dreams of him turned back into reality. Oh, I decided to go to the kitchen for the biscuits. When I arrived in the room, I heard their conversation. And Bradley, she overhears Bradley saying, I, in my opinion, asked you a question. Who called you? What the hell is this? That isn't English. Damn it. And, okay, so I guess she said, I don't know. Bradley said, what's the difference? Do not touch me. Okay, so they're fighting. So she overhears Bradley, her best friend's boyfriend, get into a little spat with her friend, something about a phone call. Perhaps you really have someone. No, I love you. I got a call from the college. And Bradley's like, I do not trust you. After these words, I entered the room. And now she's being nosy. Something happened? Get the fuck out of there and look, you know, oh my god. This is the completely wrong thing to do. You don't come in and butt your freaking fat nose in their business. And secondly, why are they having a spat like that? This is so dumb. Anyway. No, everything is beautiful. And it's okay. Jennifer winked at me and took a tray of cookies from me. Let's watch the movie. Jennifer smiled as if nothing even happened. And her phone rang again. Uh-oh. And Jennifer answers the phone and tells somebody, I'll call you later. She was very excited. And Bradley looked at her angrily, but did not say anything. And I didn't believe that she could have someone, because Jennifer, as it seemed to me, was very in love. But, chapter 3. The next day, Jennifer came to me all alone, and she was extremely indignant. Oh, it's unbearable. She did not even say hello. And Rachel's like, hello, Jennifer. Usually people say hello. What happened? Forgive me, my dear. Hey, you know, I'm just in shock. Yesterday, Bradley gave me jealousy, but now the phone does not accept. Stupid. Well, nothing. He will regret it. So I guess he broke up with her over the phone call. Or the phone calls. And Rachel's like, Jennifer, what did you want? He's really jealous of you. You just need to get through to him. Talk to him. And everything will be as before. Just stop it. And Jennifer's like, and whoever told you that I want everything to be as before? These friends' words shocked me. Do you not want to? I remember you worshipped him. And now, what happened? She just told you what happened. Jennifer's like, nothing. He's just boring me. That's all. I was terrified. In that moment, I saw in my best friend the most common bitch. Maybe it's just anger, or maybe not. And Jennifer's like, listen, on the internet with a boy, I got acquainted with a boy on the internet, and Bradley's sleeping. He knows how to communicate beautifully. Oh, so she met somebody on the internet she met somebody else on the internet while Bradley was sleeping. And this guy on the internet compliments her and tells her she's beautiful, and today we're going to meet. I hope that in life he will be the same as he was on the internet. And if not, then I'll go back to Bradley. So she's wanting her cake. She's wanting to eat her cake and have it too. Oh my God. Jennifer laughed. And Rachel's like, you have changed very much. You became a bitch. I could not listen to it any longer. And not Jennifer, but Lennifer. Lennifer comes in, I guess. I guess this is the third person. Lennifer says, what? And Lennifer still says, do you support Breh? Yes, he's still a fool. Believe me. Why are you so good to him? Do you have something? Yes, I would not be surprised if you do. I'm just shocked by the words of my best friend. We grew up together. For many years I was friends. I considered her a sister. And after all this, she dares to think so of me? No, really. I will not stand it. Jennifer, listen to me. I'm not going to put up with this. Go away. Oh, that you're right. Well, dissatisfied, she left. After her departure, I tried to collect my thoughts. I could not believe that this was happening. I could not believe that Jennifer had become such a bitch. At home, I could not do anything, so I decided to go outside. Let me guess, she's going to run into Bradley. It was already dark outside. In turn, lights were lit. Empty benches in the park were packed in pairs. From different parts of the music played. Guarantee you she is going to run into freaking dumbass. How you doing, King Sniper? What's going on? Which was mixed in my head along with my thoughts. The thoughts of Jennifer. And about Bradley. He loved her. Probably. Chapter 4. Still in the park. Yep, I wandered around the park for about 3 hours reflecting. It's not about Jennifer. It's about Bradley. I understood. I've fallen in love. He did not leave my thoughts at night. And not at night. Okay, so I think she means she thinks about him night and day. Wherever I am, she thinks about him. He's always with me, in my head. But this butt has a name. Jennifer. And maybe Bradley loves her. And she will break his heart. Because of their idiotic views on life. Because of the nature of the idiotic. But if he does not love her, then he looked at me with the deepest eyes. And I was drowning in them. And his smile. And if you saw his smile, you would understand me. Maybe I think like a fool in love, but it is impossible not to fall in love with him. He is so beautiful. God, why am I even more reeling myself? What for? He loves her. Is it enough to think I'm gonna go crazy? It began to rain outside, but I did not notice him. I walked and remembered each of his words, smile, ever since we met, his every look. Rain dripped more and more. A thunderstorm began, and I'm afraid of her since childhood. What? This doesn't even make any sense. What the fuck, man? You're afraid of who? Who is her? And why are you afraid of her? I started running home, throwing all my thoughts. But my sweetheart's smile was still with me. Oh, so now Bradley's her sweetheart. Now Bradley's her freaking sweetheart. How you doing, King Sniper? I'm just trying to work my way through this poorly translated Russian visual novel. I mean, it's entertaining in a really, what's the word they were using here? Idiotic way. Oh, man. Impregnated to such an extent, I realized that I lost my freaking keys. My nerves could not stand it, and I began to cry. Aw, bless her heart. It's just silly to roar on a bench in the rain at 2 o'clock in the morning. I can't even go home. But now it interests me little. In general, nothing interests me. It was just boiling. All my emotions came from tears. I tried to fight, but she let him slip. All I wanted was this. I think all she wanted was to have him. I'm not saying I love Bradley, just a man who listened and supported, but there was no one near. An empty yard, bright lanterns, rain, a storm, and I already forgot that I was afraid of her. Why is she afraid of her friend now? This makes no freaking sense. She keeps talking about how she's so terrified of her friend. Because of the thunder. I think she's talking about she's afraid of the thunderstorm. I think her is the thunderstorm, not her friend. It's the only thing that makes sense. I think the thunderstorm is her, and the thunderstorm is scaring her. The rain intensified. It got colder. I do not know what to do next. I decided to take a walk in my favorite park. Before him was far away. That makes a lot of sense. I decided to take a walk in the nearest park before him was far away. Okay. Whatever the frick that means. But I have nothing more to do. I walked and she's still crying. Why is she crying again? I don't even know why she's crying. In my favorite park, everything was simple. A long lane along the two sides of lanterns and benches. Flower beds, flowers. I walked slowly along the avenue. A little later, I noticed I was accompanied by a guy. Oh, I wonder who this could be. I wonder who this could be. PMS. There you go, rock and roll. Yeah, I wonder who the guy is. Anybody want to have a guess? Anybody out there have a guess? Anybody want to guess who this guy might be? I wonder. I wonder who this guy could possibly be. I mean, I have no freaking idea. Hi, Bradley. I was a little scared. I walked a little faster. And she stopped crying. My attention was focused on an unfamiliar person. Well, right now he's unfamiliar. The Grim Reaper. I sped up my step. She doesn't know who it is. I began to notice that his steps were also accelerating. Do you know how creepy that would be? You don't know who this guy is, and you're walking faster to get away from him, and he's staying right behind you, walking faster as well. I'd be running full speed. I was so scared of this. What a normal guy would walk at night in the park under a... Yeah, it's raining cats and dogs. And this guy is up her ass. No. I noticed that he is accelerating with me. I started running around and looking around, and he started running after me. I ran as fast as I could, although I was on high heels. He gradually approached, so I think he's getting closer. And suddenly the light went out. He pulled my hand, trying to stop me. I started screaming. He is very strong, but gently grabbed my wrist and covered my mouth with his hand. Maybe this is somebody that's looking to rape her or something. He has her keys. Either this is him. Okay, so the story is going to go one of two ways here. Either it's him trying to grab her and give her keys back and all this, or it's somebody looking to harm her or rape her or something like that, and then he's going to come up and be the hero and save her life. I don't know which yet. I don't know if this is him or if he's going to come in and save her from this guy, but one of those two is going to happen, I'm sure. I was scared, and at the same time I trembled from both fear and from the cold. I tried to stay calm, and the stranger realized that I had calmed down, and he let go. But he still held his hand tightly. Chapter 5. Yeah, and it's Bradley, it is, yep. Why are you here alone? Told you it was going to be him. We all knew that, though. Why are you here alone at night? Bradley! I interrupted him, and suddenly rushed to hug him. Huh? Yeah, it's me. Will you answer me? He hugged me back. I was drowning in his hands. How wonderful it is to be in the hands of a loved one. Yeah, but she loves him now. Remember, she's known him all of 20 minutes total, but she's madly in love with him. I was so scared. I was scared of you. Well, I think I'm not that awful. And I take a stroll in the park of dead lanterns. We call this street friends. In a thunderstorm, I know it's stupid. Basically, he's saying he likes to walk in the rain. Especially when you're alone. Let's go. Well, tell me what happened. I quarreled with Jennifer, decided to take a walk, and I lost my keys. He's gonna have them. I started crying again, and he's like, I understand. So, we go where I tell you to go. And where do you want to go? Bradley, where are we gonna go? Be patient, you'll see for yourself. Chapter 6. I mean, chapter 6. Is it chapter 6 or chapter 6? After 2 minutes, we were already at his house. Boy, that was a big surprise. I never would have guessed he would have taken her to his house for chapter 6. I mean, chapter 6. Now, do you want to listen to me in silence? And I want you to do everything I say. Do you understand? Okay. Bradley was so serious. Some boring and prudent, but I'm happy. And I'm happy that he's near. Let's go to my bathroom and warm up. Calm down. Oh boy. And I walked in silence to his bathroom. And she warms up and bathes. It was a pity to change clothes. In general, it is inappropriate to dress and so go down. What the hell does that mean? I don't know what she's talking about. I think she's talking about it's inappropriate to undress in front of him, but I'm not sure. When I got out of the bathroom, Bradley was already in his room. He saw me and finally smiled. How do you do? Painfully? Head? Throat? Legs? I'm tired of this walk. What? I stood and smiled. He is so caring. I fell in love with him more and more, with every second. No, so he was asking her what hurts. So if she having, he was asking her, like, is anything sore on you, I think, from walking? Is it your back? Do your legs hurt? Your arms hurt? No, I have no pain. Don't worry about me. I just couldn't stop smiling. Well, thank God. That's all. I'll feed you now, or something like that. And I did not resist any of his decrees. As I understood it, he lived alone. But in his apartment, I would never say that. All things are in place, everything is clean and neat, and this indicated that he is neat. He is a clean guy. And he goes further, and the more she knows him, the more perfect he is. Got it. Come on, don't be shy. Now I'll cook you something. Thank you. Oh yeah, may I ask you? And only give me an honest answer. Do you know that do you know if Jennifer's cheating on me? And she lies to him and tells him I did not know. Oh, okay. No, she didn't lie. She told me today that she communicates with someone on the internet, kind of. Well then, I saw it somehow today with this one. What a bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. And then you quarreled about what, might I ask? That's just because of this. I just stopped seeing that person in it. And whom she used to be friends. You probably, it's hard to talk about it, right? Man, this translation is so poorly done. To me? No. She died for me. I never forgive treason. I will not if I forgive her. So, I still don't understand. You quarreled because of me? No. Because she does this to you. You don't deserve this, Bradley. And he looked into my eyes and smiled. Okay. Because of me all the same. Okay. Come on, don't be anything else. Let's talk. And why do you call the park the Street of Dead Lanterns? Because there are constantly now the lights are turned on and they turn off. Therefore they are dead there. This is so freaking dumb. Previously, this was not. We ate and decided to wash the dishes together. It was so much fun. We laughed and joked. We more laughed and played than washed. So they're playing around. They're flirting. They're washing the dishes. And oh my god, this is a horrible freaking story. And the translation is even worse. In the end, we did it. We did what? In the end, we did it? Bradley took me to the room, spread out the bed, for me all alone. I like to sleep for a long time, he said. So, Rachel, please don't wake me up, okay? Haha, Bradley. Okay, I will not. And we began to laugh and fell on the bed together. And again, we made eye contact. And it was not an ordinary sight. We just laid on the bed and looked deep into each other's eyes, like trying to read minds with each other. How you doing, Sarah? It was a wonderful moment. Bradley says, I'm gone, right? He got out of bed and I just looked at him. He kissed me on the cheek with a smile, and he left as if he expected me to stop him. What? Bradley? What? You can stay with me. Wait a minute, they're at his house. Oh, he's probably going to go in the other room. Here, he's probably going to go to the couch or something. Okay. And she's telling him, no, sleep with me. He smiled and sat down beside me. Please don't leave me. I want your body. And he's like, okay. Bradley drew me to him, and our lips are going to grab a kiss. I cannot describe to you what I felt at that moment. Such a favorite, so desired, and the next, he's near. I was the happiest woman on earth. Our kisses did not stop. Our hands constantly changed their position. Okay, so they're filling each other up. Increased excitement. And our clothes fell to the floor. Did I not call it right, guys? Did I not call it right when I said this is chapter 6? I said before we even knew where they were going, I said now chapter 6. I mean chapter 6. I called that one right. Heartbone is stronger. He was so gentle. Okay, so he was a gentle lover. Or he took her clothes off gently or something. I do not know why, but I totally trusted him. Despite the fact that I hardly know him, I completely trusted him. And his affection, "You're awesome," was driving me crazy, and I just melted. He was the first man. And I would... Okay, so she lost her virginity to him, and he's all she ever wanted now. It was an unforgettable night. I inhaled them, and he breathed in my breath. We flew with him to heaven and returned to earth, and then they again took off and fell again. This is an unforgettable experience. We drank each other at the bottom We drank each other at the bottom? What the fuck does that mean? You went down on each other? I have no idea. What the fuck does this mean? This translation is horrible. And then we fell asleep. We did not believe that this was all really so. But he is near, and not just next to him like a friend. He is as close to me as a beloved. Finally, I began to understand what love is. And with everything burning inside, it is burning. This is real love. I told him, and then horrible thoughts began to flatter me. And I'm for him to relieve stress. Oh, so now she's worrying that she's just there for his sex. In the end, he was angry with Jennifer. But no, he cannot. He does not. Although, how do I know? So now she's worried that he only had sex with her to get back at Jennifer because he's hurt, and he used her. I felt his heartbeat all night. Heard him sniff. He hugged me in a dream. I liked his warmth, his caresses, his attention. He is all mine. He is near. And then I woke up. Who's fucking Dennis? Dennis was already up. Who the fuck is Dennis? This is why this game is so fucking dumb. Oh, what a good morning. I think she meant Bradley. Bradley was up. Baby, finally you're awake. Cheerful morning. He said it so gently with a smile and kissed me. I still want to know who the fuck Dennis is, bitch. So, are you already cheating on Bradley with a dentist? Now are you madly in love with a fucking dentist? I mean, you just fucked this guy, and now you're in love with Dennis? Is that the deal? Is that the deal, Rachel? Rachel's like, cheerful and kind. Love her. I'm in shock. I said that. Love her? Really? And Bradley looked at me so gently. Yes. He smiled even more and hugged me more and more. You're so, like, real. Everything's easy with you. Probably this is love, right? Baby. Come to me. Oh, come on. We started kissing again. The kisses were very hot. Excitement. They're going to make love again. We could not tear ourselves apart. What a delight. He touched his lips on my neck. I mentally fainted. How sexy he is. So gentle and daring. Did not notice time. Fatigue. Yeah, they never got fatigued. Then in bed, then in life. He's beautiful and everything. So nice to touch him. Feel it completely. Feel it completely and completely. That makes sense. So she's feeling his throbbing, quote, manhood completely and completely. Yeah, I still want to know who Dennis is, Sarah. Who the fuck is Dennis? Changing postures. We enjoyed each other. So basically they're fucking in different positions. Okay? Yeah, that's what that means. Guarantee that's what that means. They're fucking in different positions. During small breaks, why is she saying they? During small breaks, they continue to kiss. You meant we. See what I mean? The translation here is horrible. During small breaks, we continue to kiss. So during breaks of sex, they're kissing. So basically, what they mean is after he has his orgasm, they kiss while they take a break. Our lips practically did not separate. His touch, every goosebump, and I felt ill with him. We understood each other with a half word, with a half glance. And then we went to the kitchen. I started to cook. With Bradley, meanwhile, he hugged me from behind. I was just shining with happiness, and I quickly ate breakfast. Sit down and eat. Oh, how brave we are. I sat down. Bradley laughed. His laugh was gorgeous. Man, this is so freaking the same things over and over and over and over and over again. Like the same words, like how gorgeous his smile is, and just, it's annoying. Like, this is horrible writing. And like I say, I think it's more than just a bad translation. I laid the table. I laid the table. You mean I set the table. and we began to eat. After eating, we swapped places. Now Bradley was washing the dishes, and I hugged him from behind. And he looked very happy. His eyes burned as mine. We enjoyed each other. We went to the bedroom and had sex again. The view from the window was stunning. Look at these people. They fuss, they live and work. They run like insects all the time, but you must. And then he likes to hurry. This is happiness all the time sitting in the office. No, it's not even life, of course. I need to... Okay, so he's saying he can't just live like other people. He needs to soar with love. I love you, baby. My eyes filled with tears of joy. I love you more. And again, we were blinded in a kiss. After the kiss, Bradley did not let me out of his arms. I wanted to yell in all my throat. I'm so happy. From my lips did not go a smile. We constantly kissed and hugged. Everything was so easy and simple, which seemed strange. We stood for a long time. We watched people and the birds from above in the window, looking down, I guess. Baby, I'm gonna go to the store, okay? Of course, lover. Kissing me, Bradley went shopping. Meanwhile, I wasted no time. And who is she again? She began to restore order. My cleaning was interrupted by a bell at the door. But Bradley wouldn't be back so quickly. Who could it be? Could it be her friend, Jennifer? Maybe I forgot that. Chapter 8. Jennifer's going to be at the door, you biatch, and she's not going to be happy. I opened the door, and it was not Bradley. Oh, man. Oh, no, she shoved a table leg up her. Never mind. Oh, my. It's Dennis. Oh, yeah, it could be Dennis. No, I think it's going to be her best friend, Rachel, or her best friend, Jennifer, who she stole this guy from, by the way. Yep, Jennifer. Boy, I'm predicting this great novel. I'm just shocked. She began to speak ironically and clap her hands. Bravo, Rachel. Just bravo. I just quarreled with my favorite boy yesterday. In his apartment. My girlfriend. Cool, dear. What? In love? Ah, forget. And I will not give it to you. What about your online boy? What kind? Did not work out with him, did it? And to Bradley decided to return. What? What a difference to you. Collect your things and get out of here, she said. I'll be able to put up with Bradley easily. So now Bradley's, they already broke up. And Rachel's like, haha, to me, the truth, it's ridiculous. Do you really think I'll leave instead of you? You're wrong, Jennifer. You turn your ass around to get out of here. Believe me, you will leave. And anyway, I'm talking to you. Where is Bradley? He's at the store. You are naive. Naive, Rachel, that's you that's naive. He loves me more than anything. I only have to wave a tail, and he's at my feet. So that... And what happened to the internet boy, after all? Nothing. Bradley is better in bed. Oh, that's funny. Well, you certainly experienced it. God, how could he do that to you? Apparently it was very bad for him. And well, I forgive him. Yeah, the sex was really good. What are you doing here? Did you come here to pick your things up? Collect your things and get out of here. And at that moment, Bradley returned. Of course he did. And Bradley's like, get out of here. Rachel, we'll go to the kitchen. And Jennifer's like, I'm in shock. But what about the songs, your love? I do not need a girl who sleeps with anyone. Go pack your things. I'll collect my things. A child to me were to collect? What? What? Huh? Would you answer? What the hell is she talking about? Alright, guys. This is fucking dumb. What child? What are you saying? Oh, she's saying that she's pregnant. Yours. She's saying she's pregnant with his kid. Yep. I'm pregnant. What are you talking about? Are you crazy? My child. She's probably lying just to try to keep her boyfriend. And you know something? Do you know whose child it is? Whoa, he went there. He's saying, how do you even know it's my kid, you whore? That's basically what he's saying. You don't even know it's my kid, you freaking whore. Yeah, it's written in Russian. This is written by a Russian developer, and they didn't get somebody to actually translate. So it's not only really predictable and a really bad visual novel, but then we have a really poor translations on top of it. So that's why it's written so bad, is because it's poorly translated. And she's like, I checked everything, it's yours. Do not make a fool out of me. What? I don't believe that's my child. You're crazy. Of course, if you believed, you would send me to an abortion right away. Bradley gave her a slap on the face. So basically, she calls him a bastard, saying if it was your kid, you knew it, you would just send me to get an abortion. She's basically saying he's evil. And that's why he slapped her. I would never do that. No matter how much I would be prepared to be, a father. No matter what, is basically what he's saying. Yeah, I think they're fighting, basically. Don't you yell at me and raise your hands, you bastard. Never. And Jennifer began to cry. And I was sitting in the kitchen and I was torturing myself with thoughts. And he said, in short, we are doing it. You're going to give birth. You're going to give birth, and then we're going to get a blood test. If it's my child, I'll be his father. But with you, I'm not going to live. So he's saying he'll take care of his child, but he's not going to live with her. And if it's not mine, well, then I want you out of my life. That's basically what he's saying. Go Brad, Rock and Roll says. You're a jerk, you understand? I hate you. And Bradley said, but wait, you love me. I understood that you love me. Get the fuck out of here. And stop yelling. And she calls him a scoundrel. And I was sitting in a stupor. Bradley came up to me and hugged me. Never mind all that. She just wants me to return this way. Maybe she's not pregnant after all. Basically saying she might be just lying. And I agree. And Rachel says, and if she is pregnant and it's yours, then what? Bradley says, look here. Only in the mood and vein spoiled. What does she have to tell you? What? It doesn't matter. Let's go to bed, okay? They just fucked all night. Why are they going to bed again? It's still morning. Of course, my dear, as you say. You're gonna get her pregnant now, for fuck's sake. Now they're going to bed again. Laying his arms around her, kissing each other all night. We fell asleep. And I was still thinking about Jennifer's pregnancy. Chapter 9. The morning came, waking up and pawing at Bradley's pillow. I realized that he was already up. Opening my eyes, I saw Bradley. Good morning. I made you breakfast. Get up, get up. Looked at me and smiled. Suddenly the phone rang. Jennifer called. Hello? Bradley, do not hang up. I need to talk to you. Okay. I need money. What for? I need to get an abortion. Are you a fool? This child is not needed by anyone. None of the potential daddies want her? Oh my god. And she's like, do not swear. I'm already so bad. Is your child a toy? It's actually your child, you fool. You can't get an abortion. I know, but how will I be alone with a child? And he's like, you have parents, they'll help. And a child without a father will be... Is this normal? I already told you, if this is my child, he will have a father. And I will not give you money, don't be a fool. You'll regret it. And Jennifer says, Bradley, listen, I love you. And he's like, bye. And Rachel's like, did Jennifer call? Yeah, she asked for money for an abortion. How stupid. Yeah, and she'll be with the child alone. What if it's yours, Bradley? I cannot live knowing that somewhere Jennifer is crying with your baby. And the child, when he grows up, that child would hate me. And generally grow up without a father, so you cannot... Oh, come on. Everything will be fine with us, okay? It's not my child, and that's all there is to it. Now the phone rang from me. Hello? Oh, she got a phone call. Rachel Cooper? Yes, it's me. You must fly to London tomorrow for signing the contract. I hope you remember. For what contract did you fly? You got it? Huh? True? Alright, tomorrow I'll fly. You'll be met at the airport. Okay, thank you, goodbye. I hung up and rushed to hug Bradley. Wow, Bradley, I won the contract. Yeah. What contract? I did not understand anything. I don't know what she's talking about either. In London, a contract with a famous photo artist. Congratulations, so she got a job. And now you're flying away, right? She got a really good job. Yes. I need this. Who the fuck is Dennis again? Who's this Dennis guy? Dennis is bad, guys. Not Bradley, but Dennis. Dennis hugged me and we started kissing. And then the phone rang again. And Bradley says, yes. And Jennifer says, Bradley, I'm sorry, I'm calling. To me, very bad. What? My stomach hurts, I cannot stand. Are you at home? Yes. Please help me. This is a trap. Bradley was very excited. Beloved, I'm sorry, I need to go. This is such bullshit. Like, she came that morning and said she's pregnant. And then a couple hours later, she calls and said, I need money, I'm having an abortion. And now 10 minutes later, she's calling again and saying, I'm having stomach pains. Yeah, this is she's such a freaking... She's such a bullshitter. You're going to Jennifer? Yeah, she's very ill. Well, will you return? Tomorrow I fly away, Bradley. Of course, I'll be back. I promise I won't be too long. I hope so. With those words, I followed the departed Bradley. I was scared. I saw that he was worried about her. Although it is good of him to be worried about her, he's a fine fellow. She's pregnant, I'm sure of it. I do not know why. I cannot be so good in my life. Just cannot. I closed my eyes. Trying to push away the sad thoughts. Everything will be okay. I went to collect the things. And maybe, well, this contract, I cannot go. But I can't stay here either. Damn, well, how do I rip? What? How do I rip? Again, my head is boiling. As long as you can, you need to relax. She doesn't know if she should stay with him and miss the job or go, or... Without thinking long, I went to the kitchen and took a bottle of martini. Sitting on the window, I began to drink it. She drank for 4 hours, so now she's getting drunk. Yep, I drank the whole bottle and stayed sober. Sure you did. She's drunk. I decided to call Bradley. Your subscriber is out of range. Oh wow, he's far away. What? How? You just grab things and pull? That's how you rip? Oh my god, Sarah. Leave your message after the signal. Bradley, where are you? Why is your phone out of range? I'm waiting for you. After this message, I called again 10 minutes later. The same nasty voice of a robot. No changes. And on the clock, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Unclear thoughts began to climb into my head again. Tears began to flow down to my cheeks. As much as I wanted to sleep, I was waiting for him. I knew it was pointless, but I waited instead. My plane was at 8 o'clock in the morning, and now it's 5, and she's been up all night crying. Of course, Bradley knew about this, but he did not appear. 6 a.m. I started to get ready. I gathered for half an hour and decided to call Bradley again. Why does she always say she decided to call Bradley again when she means her? I decided to call Bradley again. No result. Depressed, I gained the strength to call a taxi. And while he was driving, I walked around the apartment and remembered different moments. A tear slid down my cheek. I thought it was the end of everything. But I have hope to see the beloved. She wanted to see him again. Maybe he will come to the airport. I reached the airport quickly. As soon as they arrived, I began to look for Bradley. But of course, she didn't find him. Having gained strength, I passed the registration, sat in the waiting room. All this time, I tried to reach him. And then I just got bored. Really. They have a baby, and Jennifer's pregnant, and I just need to disappear. Once and for all. And all will be well. And here's landing on my plane. Well, everything. Thanks for happy days. Sitting on the plane, I was seized by emotions, tears, thoughts, and everything, and how else. I have never loved someone so much. I will never fall in love again, and I do not want anyone else. Lord, let him be happy without me. I slept the whole flight. I woke up when they declared the landing, and there were no moods at all. I was met and taken to the apartment. They said that tomorrow I must come to the office. Of course, I agreed with everything, and then I went to take a shower. After the shower, I thought about going to bed again, but my phone rang, and it was Bradley. Now I'm going to tell him everything. Hello? Baby, forgive me. Hello, but for what? For what has not returned, the phone is discharged. And Jennifer's okay? Yes, everything is fine. Take care of her, Bradley, and you be a good father. What? What does that mean? Just do not tell me that we're breaking up. Oh, this will be better for everyone. I have a job and you have a child. What are you saying? I love you. I love you too. Just listen to me. We must just remain friends. You have to take care of Jenny. And she's like, tell me something, please. I don't know what to tell you. You're crazy. I only love you. I don't need Jennifer. And she's like, she's pregnant. I understand you. She needs you. You don't need me. I didn't say that. It's hard for me to tell you this, but we should just be friends. I'm sorry. I'll wait for you, baby. Always. I'll call you later. I could not stand it again. Again, she cries. He must have heard. Why am I torturing myself? I'm strong. I can manage. After drinking tea, I calmed down and decided to go to bed. Fell asleep instantly. Now, I imagine she did. She's probably tired after being up all night. In the morning, hateful alarm clock. Chill in the body. Easy breeze from the window. Everything is as usual, but no. His lips are not near me. The hell with my stupid thoughts. I forgot. I opened my eyes. I got up. I showered. I went to the kitchen. I got coffee. Got dressed. Good morning, London. Well, a new life has begun. My God, this is fucking annoying. Car at the entrance. Well, good luck to me. Put on my headphones. Important meeting. Arrived at the destination, and I was a star when I got met. The boys were all polite. You want that? Blah, blah, blah. This is cool. The meeting was successful. Today is a party. Signed contract. Everything is so fast and elegant. And finally, Bradley's call. Yes, Bradley. Hello. Hello, Rachel. How's the meeting? I know you were insanely beautiful. Where? Your Twitter looked... Oh. He's talking about how good she looked on Twitter. because we're at our meeting or something. A picture from the meeting. So he's looking and looking on the internet at pictures that are posted on our Twitter. And that's it. Excellent. How are you, Sunshine? I'm fine. Okay. Don't worry about me. I miss you. Everything will be fine, she says. Let's not. Oh, of course. And here are some such conversations with us every day. For 3 months, they talked and became friends. And in the shower, something was going on incomprehensible. During these 3 months, much has happened. Every day was wound up with photo sessions. Often flew to other cities. Dennis. Who the fuck is Dennis? Also started what? About doing, but not saying what. In London, I became a popular model. Oh my god, this is so freaking dumb. Fans began to emerge. Of course, I miss Bradley, but I get famous. My love for him has not faded. Today, again, a photo essay. I need to call Bradley. Hey, baby, good morning. Hey, son, are you busy? I'm free. What about you? Not yet. And how much more is free? Can you come in? I have 20 minutes. Well, come on. And what is it? Nothing. Listen to me. You remember the Park of Dead Lanterns? Of course I remember. Well, here, yes, sir, a song. Bradley threw me a song. It's called In the Street of Dead Lanterns. My heart sank inside. Listen, you'll score. Listening to the song, I listened to every word. The lines pierced me from the inside. The herd ran down my body. I remembered everything. The conversations, the looks, the smiles, the kisses, the days and the nights. Tears rolled from my memories. Tears of happiness. It was one of the happiest moments of my life. Dennis, I really miss him. Again, what is this Dennis shit? It's Bradley. For fuck's sake, man. And no matter how hard I persuade myself, I love it. I love him. You love who? Bradley or Dennis? Which one? I cannot do it anymore without him. Stop torturing myself. I love him. He loves me. We should be together. Bradley, Rachel, this is Jennifer. And Bradley jumped into the store and forgot the phone. Oh, she almost said she loves her. I love you. She almost said, Bradley, I love you. But it was Jennifer on the phone. That'd be a little bit awkward. Oh, when will he come? Tell him that, when he comes back, I'll tell him that you called, Jennifer says. Yes, please, pass it on. Okay. Well, everything, thank you for now. And she's thinking he's next to her. He loves me, but he's next to her. But everything will be fine. Today I have a day off finally. I decided to stay at home, cleaning, cooking, and resting. Repeat is your favorite song. The whole day is his voice. It's fine. He's passed already a little time and he didn't call. I would definitely return from the store. Jennifer did not say probably. I'll call again. Okay, I don't know what the fuck all this is. Whatever. She's wondering why he's not calling her. Waiting for the call, I decided to go watch a movie. The movie was boring, so I fell asleep. I slept all night. Oh my god, this is fucking lame. When I got up, I found no calls, no messages. It's strange. It does not seem like Bradley not to call me. In general, I tried to call him all day, unsuccessfully. I'm calling last time. Now the phone's off. What happened? All sorts of nonsense immediately crapped into my head. Maybe he lost his phone. Maybe something serious has happened. Or busy. I hope it's the last. For the day I was terribly tired. You just slept early in the evening all night long. Therefore, as soon as I came home, I fell asleep. It's morning again. And the phone is silent, but it's off. I began to worry. The whole day work, every minute is on schedule. Each passing day I became more and more accustomed to the fact that he doesn't call, he doesn't write. It's been another 3 months and she hasn't heard from him. And for the whole 3 months, yep, no communication. And I understand, changed phone, he didn't call me from a new one. I followed him. Now she's stalking him on the internet. He has tracks. He began to appear more and more. He probably will not remember me. He became a star. Now he became a star. Now they're both becoming massive stars. And while I was starting to dangle from a photo and shoot a photo shoot, off and fly, he called me a star, an asterisk. He said, "You are a star and I'm a pathetic ball." Said I was out of reach. Everything has become the opposite. Now he's a star. So she goes back and becomes a super popular star with all kinds of fans wanting her. And now 3 months of non-communication, and he's not calling her because he's going out and getting even more famous than her. Can this story be any freaking dumber? I mean, it's not only the bad translation, but this freaking visual novel continues to get dumber and dumber and dumber. Not only is it super predictable, but it's so freaking lame that even Lifetime, guys, even Lifetime Movie Network would never take on a movie this poorly written. This is only a visual novel. This is only writing that could possibly be sold on Steam to idiots like me. I'm just saying. Time passed. He did not call and write. He became busy. Maybe he loved somebody else. I made a promise to myself that I will not be the first one to call. I won't write. And I held my own promise. Minutes, hours, days, weeks, and months passed without him. I immersed myself in my work. Photo sessions, shooting and advertising clips. And the demand for her got higher. Transactions, contracts, shows, shooting, receptions, corporate parties. And I'm sick of it. I want love, affection. I want trembling in my body. Sleepless nights until morning. I want Bradley, but only. Of course, there were lots of others. So she had other offers. She has other men looking at her, but I love Bradley so much. I cried at night. Another 3 months passed. I have a vacation. I flew to another universe. Do not disturb me. This is my morning tweet. Sent before the plane landed. I'm flying to Miami. Rest. Finally rest. I like flying on airplanes. Clouds are like white horses. The mood is strangely good. Headphones in ears and forward. And oh, Bradley has a new track. The planets are also crying. Interesting. Hear this, you surely understand. I'm on a planet. Oh my god, I cried. I'm just going faster, guys. This is so freaking dumb. Bradley Lewis, a new song. So he's a singer. The planets are also crying. It's about a certain girl, or is it a story? The song is dedicated to the girl. In general, it was written long ago, but much has changed since then. But the feelings for this girl do not die out. If she hears, she'll understand that I love her. My boy, how did you change? Yes, I have changed. The more news. What's there? A contest for a joint song with Johnny Boyum is announced. You will need to participate in the Come to the City of Moscow. Sing your favorite song before the jury. Then Bradley Lewis himself. Audition Records chose a girl whose voice he will like more. What? Bradley will be in Moscow. Plane landed. Ticket to Moscow, please. Okay, so she takes a flight to Moscow. No flights for today or tomorrow. Yes, please. Tomorrow at 8 or 11? At 8. Here's your ticket, a pleasant flight. Now you can go to the beach. Weather is what you need. Miami's beautiful, very beautiful. Hotel room, swimsuit. Ocean, I love it simply. Miami's a delight, instant relaxation. I go in the water, I go swimming, I eat ice cream. I hope to see him. Take off. On our mind is Bradley and our heart is Bradley. Smooth flight, smooth landing. She's in Moscow, 9 a.m. Casting at 11. I move towards the building. Everybody's screaming for him. Crowds of girls. I watch from a distance. I watch from a distance. Dedicated not to approach now. You can say morally not ready. He was so cute. He responded politely to the girls. How I missed him. Oh my gosh, he's leaving. I got into the car and went somewhere strange. Maybe he'll be here soon. I will hope. I went inside. The hall was beautiful. There were a lot of girls, and they all discussed Bradley. They were all so funny. It seemed to me that many did not have 16 more, although the ad specified the age. So they're all young girls. Somebody asked her, hey, is this a picture of him? Picture of Bradley? It's an old picture. Oh my god. Whatever. Let's just get to the end of this shit. She's telling somebody how good he is. Somebody's asking her if they broke up. It was necessary. A change? No. There were complex circumstances. And you're a singer? No, I'm a model. Oh, okay. So in communication with the girls, past the clock. So they're talking about, she's talking to his fans about their relationship and why it went bad. And they were very upset there was no Bradley. Couple hours pass. Get some coffee. Somebody called her. Go to the stage. Climb to the stage in the hands of a microphone. In front of me, in the middle hall, were two young men. Hello, I'm Rachel Cooper. I'm 20 years old. Originally from Riga. I worked in London as a model. I like it already. Beautiful girl, you. I hope you sing beautifully. What song are you going to perform? Johnny Boy? Yes, the planets are also crying. The new one. Can you? Of course. Come on. I played a minus. I began to sing. Imagine simply dark space in the light of the warm stars. Are you ready? Really, you'll see such a beautiful scenery. Only the song I read from a woman's face and words in the bright sky fly. The star, I will fly with you. The door opened and Bradley came in very quietly. He went in, looked up the stage, and became as if he stumped over himself. I looked at him and read on. And no matter how strong you were, and no matter how great you were, I did not want to forget your only heart. On these words, Bradley began to approach the stage. Our eyes did not break away from each other. In the process, he did not believe I was standing, and Bradley Younger and Misha could not understand what was happening. They just watched stupidly. The song is over. Rachel! He was very surprised. In response, I just smiled. Rachel, Rachel, she says. And he just flew on stage, grabbed me in his arms, and began to spin. Rachel, honey, you're back. And I just hugged him, enjoyed his smell, his touches. Can someone explain to me what it is? Asked the younger person. Bradley's like, this is Rachel, my Rachel. And I kissed him. My God, my dear, I've missed you, my girl. Finally, you are near. You're back. And Rachel says, my beloved, I cannot live without you. We just stood and kissed. We did not notice anyone. Bradley hugged me tightly. Now then, I will not let you go anywhere. Wait, my love. Bradley, do we have to have a concert today in the restaurant? Yes. Baby, are we going to a restaurant and cancel a concert? No, of course not. You're expected. Stunned, I have not seen you for a year. In short, we will come to the concert, but now we're leaving. We do not need to say goodbye. And Dennis again. She was just in the arms of Bradley, but now she's in the arms of Dennis again. Just took me out of the hall. This is so funny. On the way to the apartment, they didn't stop kissing. He holding me with his hands, kissed me passionately. They're going to bed. We moved to the bed, continued to kiss, tore off each other's clothes. Very much wanted to be my loved one as soon as possible. After the end of such a desired process, Bradley fell asleep. I just admired, cooked a meal, cooked meat in French. It always turned out perfectly for me. When the cooking was coming to an end, I felt the hands of my beloved, is it Dennis or Bradley, on my hips. Smells good. I'm glad we met. Such a feeling that we did not part. You are my life. Bradley gently kissed me on the cheek, and now we will eat. As you say, my joy. And from my face, I did not leave a smile. Bradley quickly washed his hands. He settled the table. We began to eat. How delicious. I tried to. By the way, we'll have a meal and then it's time together for the concert. I'm always ready. We ate. We didn't have time to talk to each other. Much time has passed. Are you ready? Yes, we once again kissed, left the house. Come on, man. Limousine. They arrive. Are you ready for your concert? I was a little surprised. Today is a special day. He cutely opened the door to me. And when I sat inside, there was a bouquet of flowers all the way, of course. Kissing. He's going to propose to her. We went to the restaurant. No one was there. To us here. Bradley took me to a table with candles. There were flowers on the table as well. This is for you, my precious. Bradley smiled constantly. Not very different from him. We sat happily. Having supper and candles, we rizzed to a scene. Bradley spoke to the sound engineer and drank champagne. Bradley kissed me and went to the wall, and it turned out he had many fans. He sang 5 songs, drank some water, and again began to climb the stage. I sat and watched him, and the next song is dedicated to my favorite, Rachel, for you. No one has heard this song yet. I love you, baby, he says to everybody, the crowd and everything. I was very pleased. My eyes filled with tears, and I froze in anticipation, and Bradley began to sing. Close all the windows, lock all the doors. I do not need much, come in for a moment. I listened attentively to the words. We did not take our eyes off each other. Tears began to break from my eyes, tears of happiness. During the second verse, I couldn't breathe. Every word was breathtaking. And the line, you are the future mother of my children, remember. And I just roared with happiness. I have never been so happy, ever. And the second verse, he played just minus. And Bradley said, my dear, you're soon to me. I've already missed you. The crowd froze in anticipation. I wiped away my tears and I went up to Bradley. Do not cry. Be happy. He hugged me tightly. I'm near, you hear? I love you, madly in love. I'm breathing you. I love you more than ever. And I will never let go. He smiled. The gift of speech was gone, and tears rolled down my cheeks again. And he says, beloved Rachel, you are the best that ever a man could meet. Blah, 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 the best. A year ago, I made a huge mistake. I let you go. But more of this will not happen again. I stood in shock, covering my mouth and nose with both hands. I looked at Bradley and more tears fall. And Bradley's like, bring napkins, please. And Bradley embracing me. I was brought a box of Kleenex. And when I took it, one from there, we saw under her is a box and in it a ring. Yep, told you he would propose to her. I was pierced by a smile, again tears. I could not calm down. Will you marry me, darling? Of course, yes. Kiss, applauding crowd. The crowd goes wild. Fireworks and boundless happiness. I was so happy. Probably she did not understand how. Probably she is her. Alright, so she agreed to marry him. A couple of hours later, we were already home. Yep, you're going to go to bed together, I know. Yep. 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 Everything's like a fairy tale until dawn. Okay, you had sex until dawn. It was unforgettable. I got it. They're going to be husband and wife. You're going to do everything for him, including cooking and cleaning. And then we'll have children. What else is needed for happiness? Nothing else. Thank God there is a God on earth. Love at first sight. To be continued. Boy, I can't wait. I can't wait for the end of that. Super predictable. Terrible translation, guys. This game's going to get a very negative review from me on Steam. I mean, I bought this game tonight a few hours before I streamed it. It was 90% off, regular $5. I paid 49 cents, and I feel like they owe me 20 bucks right now. I feel like they owe me 20 bucks. Yeah, exactly. Why continue, rock and roll? It's over. It's a happy ending. Leave it at that. Please don't continue this. No more. No more, please. And if you do continue it, please get somebody who can translate into English. Yeah, please get somebody that can translate better, because I just had to get the gist of it. I mean, I just had to tell you guys the gist of what I was reading, because half of it didn't even make any sense. And not only that, what is up with this Dennis shit? I mean, at this point, I'm pretty sure she married Bradley, but I mean, for all I know, she married Dennis, and Bradley's like, you know, I don't know. I mean, it could be, right? I mean, Dennis was mentioned several times in there. I'm just saying. If I was Bradley, I'd be asking her, who the fuck is Dennis? Because he came up with some pretty intimate moments, if you would. Alright, guys, I want to thank you guys for being here. I love you guys all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for hanging out with this really, really bad Russian visual novel. Not every visual novel is as good as some of the ones I've read. I've been really fortunate, guys, and I've done a pretty good job of staying away from visual novels this bad. But, you know, with the good, you got to take the good with the bad, and this was certainly one of the worst visual novels I've ever read. No doubt about it. One of the worst, and it's not just the translations. The story was really bad as well. It was super predictable, and super freaking lame. I mean, she fell in love with him in a minute. Seriously. If you go back to the start of it, she falls in love with this guy within a minute at the airport, when the guy was her best friend's boyfriend. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Dennis was her imaginary boyfriend. Yeah, I have no idea. You guys have a good day tonight. I mean, a good night tonight. Sleep well, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. Live stream under the Moonshine, number 209. We'll be here tomorrow. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll have a good one.